Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the channel, especially if you're a subscriber. Now, I'm going to tell you the story of how I saved someone's life, was almost killed in the process, and was injured as a result of the accident. This is going to be part one, focused on that. Part two is going to be all about the financial headwinds ever since I brought the boat, because I brought the boat just shortly after my accident, which all will be Now, before we begin, if you follow via social media, you'll notice that there's not been a lot going on. So no fishing, no wild camping, no sailing, no outdoors adventures, no hiking, nothing like that. Now, there's quite a few reasons behind this. So recently I became single after 5 years. I had a death in the family, my car as well, which played a big part because I'm very much localized at the moment, failed its MOT, so I'm having to get that sorted out. It mostly failed on emissions and a few other things. And then also I've been on a job which basically got cancelled after 1 month, so it was a 3-month contract and give up. So anyway, that's why I've not really uploaded anything. So I've been not having a very good time. As they say, if life was easy, we'd all be millionaires with 6-packs. But without further ado, here's the story of how I saved somebody's life. So it was early hours in the morning on November 2018. I was on the way to build a promotional stand. The funny thing is I wasn't even meant to be there that day. So the promotional stand that I went to go and build the day before, the guy who was meant to help me didn't show up. So they usually you build the stand overnight rather than first thing in the morning, because you've got all the time in the world. Anyway, the guy didn't show up. I did have a go, but I mean, you had loads of merchandise in the middle, and these two big fiberglass words which were part of the stand. Now these wouldn't budge. Very much a 3-person job, not a 2-person job. Anyway, I really insisted to do it on the night time, and then they said no. So as they're in charge and they pay the wage, then that's what I went for. So anyway, woke up early hours in the morning the next day, and on the way I'm driving the van, and there's this car in the middle lane. Now he starts wobbling, so it's raining, it's pitch black. So in the UK on the motorways, a lot of the time there's no street lights, so it's just literally your vehicle lights. So anyway, this guy is, he starts wobbling, he spins out of control, hits the barrier, and then ends up facing the wrong way. Now, he was driving this, black Peugeot thing. He had smashed the front of his car, so he had absolutely no lights, very dimly lit. Now, I seen him in distance because I was about 100 meters away from him. Wet conditions, which is one of the reasons why he spun out. But anyway, now I parked the van about 7-8 meters behind him there. His car is wrecked, smashed lights, dark vehicle, it's pitch black, it's winter time. I run over, I bang on the window, I help the guy out the car. While I'm doing that, I'm on the phone to the emergency services because effectively we're blocking the middle lane. Then we hear a bang. I literally just turn to the side and see the van going at me. So the van's being forced because a lorry hit the back of the van. The van flew forward and hit me. I managed to push the guy out the way, but as it hit me, the bumper basically collided with my knee, and my knee went that way. So that obviously was not fun. Now, the guy got up and ran off to the hard shoulder, and I basically tried to get up as well. Didn't really work out very well. So I'm kind of like trying to hop on one leg at this point, and I'm looking at these cars, and these cars are like coming at you. I mean, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, and a lot of people didn't even realize that there was this blockage in the road either. So luckily, a couple of guys who had seen the accident, they came over and helped me because I couldn't really walk, and they helped me to the hard shoulder. The first responders on scene were just a fire engine, which just so happened to be going past on like the bridge on the overlay. So they came round. They were the first people there. They kind of helped me out there, and then the police, and then the ambulance. So I was taken up on the bus to the hospital where I was given X-rays. Now I'm in hospital, you know, we get x-rays, and I'm hearing the people talking about the story and everything, and they're like, oh my god, and like, you know, the guy who I helped, you know, he wasn't injured, so and the lorry driver as well, he wasn't injured, so just me, so yeah, no good deed goes unpunished, right? So anyway, this guy's looking at me like rosy eyes, like some kind of rock star and everything. I'm just like, you know, they're giving me like painkillers and stuff, and you know, they're taking me off to X, Y, and Z to get like scans and everything. And as I'm telling them my address to the nurses and everything, and then like they hear the story of like what happened, you know, because of course I'm very lucky, you know, people don't survive getting hit by a combination of a lorry and a van very often, right? So, you know, I tell them my address, tell them the story and everything, and after a few hours I get discharged because I didn't break anything, you see. So they gave me crutches. Now I'm in this London hospital. I'm thinking, how the hell am I going to get back? You know, I've got my, you know, the police had got my like rucksack and everything out that I'd been, because I'd been on tour, you know, and I'm just there in this hospital. I'm just thinking, how am I going to get back? You know. Now I was discharged about 8-9 o'clock in the morning. My BlackBerry was also kind of smashed up a little bit as well. I'll throw a little screenshot of it on there. So, but I managed to call somebody to come and get me. So my sister got me, because one of the big things while I was there was who do I call? Because I didn't want anyone to worry about me, of course. You know, after what happened, you know, so yeah, I got home. Obviously, there's a bit of an issue there. You know, I was on crutches, so I was actually on crutches for a good month now. I'm going to go more into the financial side in the second video, but put it this way. After my accident, I got no support from the agencies. I didn't get any support from the government, and it was exactly the same during lockdowns as well. So no furlough, anything like that. But as it says, I'm going to touch on that on the second video. So basically, for over a month, I was on crutches with a knee brace. I've been doing physio for, you know, a couple of years after that. And then I ended up having a knee operation as well. So it was basically almost like reliving the whole situation again. So 3 months again, no work, no income support, nothing or anything. So, but the agency thing, they did say one thing to me though, that obviously was really thankful. Don't worry about the van, we won't charge you for it. I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, you know, I was almost killed while saving someone's life, because if I didn't put the van there, the lorry would have went straight through the car and killed the guy. Absolutely. You know, and you know, luckily the van was there. The guy who crashed his car, he was fine. The lorry driver was fine. So it was just me who got injured in the end. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there, I think. You know, it's been a few years since that's happened. And now as I film this in 2023, I'm going to do another video pretty much tomorrow, I think. I'll release it in maybe a week or two, so be sure to subscribe to see that. But yeah, thanks for listening, and yeah, there we go. Best to you.